Dallas at Phoenix tonight. Healthy Devin Booker. Are they going to win? Let me know in the comments. Let's go. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is Craig Bennett, a.k.a. Cash Cake, back with another NBA Prizepicks video. If you haven't checked out the early video I did, I had dropped 4 prop plays for the Philly at Miami game. I will link that video at the end of this one if you want to check that out as well. I got 4 more for you for this game. Again, Devin Booker came back in game 6, played a few more minutes than Coach Williams wanted him to play. I think he ended up playing 32 minutes. I only wanted him to play around 24, but they got that win, had some time to sit. Should be good and ready to go this game, which is good for them. Should be a good series here. Really like it here. Fun to see Luka play. It's just be a really good matchup. So I got 4 plays for you. Again, if you like these videos, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me, and we'll just keep chugging along. We're going to keep knocking out a bunch of videos today. This is the second Prizepicks video we'll do for basketball. I'm going to do a strikeout one, and we'll do a few other ones, maybe an underdog, and we'll see what else is out there. But hey, with that, let's just jump right in these plays and talk about the 4 for the Dallas at Phoenix game. Let's go. All right, here we go. As you can see, we have the NBA Prizepicks desktop version up here. If you want, if you do not have a Prizepicks account, want to jump on board with us, tail us, play your own plays, man. Use that promo code DFSArmy and get that 100% instant deposit match up to $100, and all that is in the description below. All right, got 4 plays for you, and we're going to talk strictly plays in the second game tonight on Monday. Got 2 games tonight. We're going to talk the Dallas at Phoenix here. We're going to talk all 4 plays. Phoenix is currently favored by 6 here at home with a 214.5 over under. Like I said, Devin Booker's back, came back game 6. And so it's going to help them a little bit in this matchup for sure, because they're going to need it. Don't know how many minutes, if there's any restrictions on him, but again, that game was back on the 28th of April. So he's had 3 or 4 more games, or 3 or 4 more days to rest up here. So definitely should help this team. I don't think they would be favored at this point if he wasn't going to be at full strength and play. So first one we're going to look at here, the first play we got on the board, we're going points, and we're going to go Jalen Brunson here, man. He's been absolutely roll, even with Luka coming back. He just hasn't stopped. The line's really 19.5 out there at most books, but you can get an 18.5 over here at Prizepicks, and he's crushed the entire Utah series. He went over this mark: 24, 40, 41, 31, 23, 24, 24. The shot attempts, when Luka came back, we're still almost at 20, right? I mean, the first few games when he had to carry the offensive load a ton, right? We saw 24, 25, 22 shots. But then when Luka came back, still 18, 20, and 17 shots. He's still that second scorer, right? Luka's going to be ball dominant, going to get guys involved. Luka always, makes the best pass if he's not getting a shot. It's not going to change. And I think Jalen's still going to be in there getting his shots. And I really like him here. I'm going to keep riding this train. In the playoffs, we've seen that he's just been that second scorer. So 18.5, we get a full line point below what it is out there in the books. And I even like it at 19. I'm okay playing this up to 19.5. So if you're out there in the books and they got it at 19.5 and you're wondering, I'd play that as well. So we're going to go Jalen Brunson over 18.5, going up on the road against these Phoenix Suns. Next one we're going to look at here, we're going pretty heavily on this Dallas side. Just their rotation and how everything's set up. We're going to go 3-pointers made. The first one we're going to land on is we're going to go to Reggie Bullock. This is what he does. He's kind of like Danny Green for Phoenix in a sense where, but a better player. He shoots a ton of threes, right? He's went over this mark at 2.5 3-pointers made in 7 of his last 10 games. He went over it in every game against Utah except for the last game. He's averaging 43 minutes over his last 5. 3-pointer attempts in his last 5 games, 5, 6, 8, 9, 6. And like you said, he's consistently hitting these. Should be a very similar situation here, right? Luke is going to get the ball. He's going to find him at the 3-point line. And, hopefully Reggie can drain us 3 of them, right? So, if we look at where this is at, juice is a little bit on the over, around -120 out in the books over there. I think I prefer the next one I'll talk about a little bit better if you're playing just out on the sports books. But here at Prizepicks, I do like the over 2.5 line for him as well. That's something I would look at. If you want to look at him as well, if you don't like the 3-pointers made for him, I also like the over 9.5 points. The juice is around -130 with that. He's hit this in 4 of the 6 games that he played Utah in that series: 15, 11, 12, and then 11, 9, and 6 the last 3. So gonna get some shots up for sure, but we're gonna like the 3-pointers made because that's what he does. So hits 3 of them. Like I said, with Danny Green, I talked about a little bit, but this one being 9.5, I just prefer the 3-pointers made, because if he only hits 3 3-pointers and get 9 points, we're not going to get there. But we do if we hit those 3-pointers. So that's kind of where I like there. Let's go back to 3-pointers made for the next one we'll talk about here. We're going to go as running mate, man. We're going to go Dorian Finney-Smith, old DFS as we call him in the DFS streets. And we're going to go over 2 3-pointers made here. He's went at or above this number in 9 straight games. Yes, going up against Phoenix, they are ranked 4th in 3-pointers allowed. I get it. 5th in 3-point percentage allowed. But he's playing massive minutes, averaging 44 minutes a game over his last 5, taking a lot of 3-pointers over his last 5, 9, 7, 6, 7, and 9. As you can see, he's hit at or above this in each one of those games. You love to see it. You love to how many minutes he's going to play. I'm going to continue riding this train as well with the minutes that he is playing. The line out there is 2.5 out in the books. I wouldn't touch that, but at 2, I would. I think you could touch it at 2.5, but I love this line at 2, because I think at the very least, kind of like what I talked about yesterday with Jalen Brown, I think he probably at least pushes Forrest, and we have a chance to win it. So I'll take that as a win at over 2 3-pointers made for Dorian Finney-Smith. Then the last one we're going to talk about here, we're going to assist, right? And now that we have Booker back in the fold a little bit, I'm going to go to Chris Paul over 9.5 assists. This thing's been, anytime I get this under 10 assists, it's almost going to be an automatic, play for me. He's played Dallas 3 times this year. He's went over it every time. 14th on November 17th, 14 on November 19th, and then he put 11 up on January 20th. And he did all that in around 36 minutes a game here. Now we get the playoffs where he's going to be playing 37, 38, 39 minutes in these close games, depending on what's going on. And he gets, one of his, prolific shooters, back and healthy, in Devin Booker. If he knocks down a few shots, he should be able to get there. I don't know if I love it at 10.5, but at 9.5, I do. He's hit this number at 9.5 assists at 8 over his last 10 games. It just feels, again, too low. Anytime I get this at 9.5, I'm going to hit it each and every time. So, yeah, it's hard not to like this number. So being at home, I'm sure he's going to try to get Booker involved a lot, to get back in the flow. He knows he needs him to get this championship. And if you're going to get that chip, he's got to get Booker involved here. And I think Booker hits a few shots, Crowder hits a few shots. Mikal Bridges hits a few shots. I think he can get there. Maybe a few lobs to Ayton. So over 9.5 assists, we're going to go here with Chris Paul. It's one of my favorite plays that we have on this game. So there's 4 plays for you. I will drop the early video that I did for the Philly-Miami game right now, so you can check that one out as well. But if I had to rank these plays for you, I would take Jalen Brunson over 18.5 points as number 1. Chris Paul over 9.5 assists is number 2. Dorian Finney-Smith over 2 3-pointers made is number 3. And then Reggie Bullock over 2.5 3-pointers made as the 4th one. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button for me on the way out if this video provides you any value, and I'll keep knocking these burgers out for you. And hey, you guys have a fantastic Monday, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.